Hey everyone, so in this video let's talk about traditional fasting versus intermittent fasting. So fasting is a process of not eating any food or dietary liquids for a certain period of time. So traditional fasting is one type where you fast all day long and eat the following day. In fact, this process is strongly prevalent in some cultures attached with traditional beliefs, and this can be extremely beneficial to our health. But the problem is it's hard for some bodies to follow through due to energy levels and working schedules. So unlike traditional fasting where you go without eating all day, intermittent fasting is more like following long fasting windows combined with short eating windows within 24 hours. So for example, if you're fasting for 16 hours, you eat in that 8 hours window. So the main difference between them is the duration of fasting. So fasting for extended period of time can give you extended results in terms of good health. But both of them can actually be helpful in terms of improving weight loss, regulates blood sugar levels, controls blood pressure, improves memory, improves cholesterol levels, and more. So let's understand what all changes that we go through when we fast and what are the benefits of fasting in general. So numerous studies have proven the benefits of fasting for both body and mind. So the number one benefit is it actually reverses insulin resistance. So insulin is a hormone that regulates blood sugar levels, but when our cells stop responding to insulin, that leads to a condition called insulin resistance, which leads to multiple other complications like diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, and more, which we have discussed in our previous videos. So when we fast, our insulin levels drop and our body uses the stored fat for energy, which results in improving insulin resistance over a period of time, and it also helps with weight loss, losing belly fat, etc. Number two is fasting also reduces oxidative stress in the body. Let's understand a little bit about this. So the free radicals are basically the unstable molecules produced in the body from normal cell metabolism and other external sources like environmental pollution, toxic metals, pesticides, sugar, refined carbohydrates, etc. So when we have an overload of free radicals in the body, that leads to oxidative stress. In fact, oxidative stress is also linked with, it actually leads to the development of chronic illnesses like cancer, autoimmune disorders, aging, arthritis, cardiovascular problems, and neurodegenerative diseases. So fasting can be extremely beneficial to reduce oxidative stress in the body. Number three is fasting also lowers inflammation. It does it by lowering the cells called monocytes. So these are the cells that actually produce inflammation in the body. So fasting will actually reduce these cells, which in turn helps to reduce inflammation in the body. Number four, it also helps with increasing autophagy in the body. So when you fast, the cells in the body initiate a cellular waste removal process, which is called autophagy. It's basically the removal of waste from your cells that happens during fasting. So that helps to protect us against cancer and Alzheimer's, and it also helps to rejuvenate the cells in the body, improves organ function, energy levels, aging, and much more. So in fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a cell biologist named Yoshinori Ohsumi for his discoveries in understanding the mechanisms of autophagy that happens during fasting. So another benefit is fasting also improves the growth hormone levels in the body. So when you have controlled blood sugar levels, that leads to elevated levels of growth hormones. So when you have elevated levels of growth hormones, that results in fat loss and improved muscle gain. So the thing is that to reap the best benefits of improved growth hormone levels, you have to combine fasting with exercises like weight training that actually helps to spike growth hormone levels in the body, and this can be extremely helpful to us. So another benefit of fasting in general is that it also helps with neurogenesis. So fasting actually leads to the production of BDNF, which is a protein that helps to produce new brain cells and neural pathways that can be helpful to improve memory, attention span, and much more. So these are the main benefits that happens inside the body when we fast. So now the question comes, like what are the side effects of fasting. So the problem with fasting for long duration is that it actually slows down our metabolic rate, which basically means the rate at which you burn food or your reserved resources to energy. So if you can actually combine fasting with exercise, that will actually boost your metabolic rate. So if you ask me, I would recommend fasting for 1-2 days per week. That will, for the fact that it actually helps with increasing autophagy, which basically means the removal of cellular waste from the body, which can be extremely beneficial to our health. But if you cannot accommodate or fast for 1-2 days per week, you can start off with fasting for 16 to 8 hours, which basically means that you fast for 16 hours and eat in that 8 hours window span. And once you get comfortable with that, you can actually push your limits to fasting for long durations, depending upon your comfortable levels. So the best part is that to actually expedite the whole process, you have to also follow a low carbohydrate, high fat and moderate protein diet to reap good benefits out of the whole process. So happy fasting to you, and I'll see you in the next video.